all season in North America.
Oh my god.
The blue wall is here in force. It's not
That's
a bug,
crazy.
it's real, folks. 50-50 down the middle.
50-50.
NA on one side, all of EU on the
Yeah,
other.
really, it's like, it's actually crazy.
7 votes ahead is what I just heard in my ear.
7 votes?
There you go, 51%.
Oh, yeah, Casey.
Narrowly get it there. Kamado and his crew, they go hard in chat. They're ready for it, folks. It's going to be a big one. You play the entire season to earn these opportunities. And here we are. It's time for a brawl under the big lights. The glory of the French, looming and terrible, standing in the way of the North Americans' greatest champion. The eyes of the world on Fort Worth for this fight. It's Karmine Corp versus G2 for a shot at the title.
Here we motherfucking go, baby. Here we go.
G2, both the siege, the blue wall, and K-Corp will not stop until we see gold.
G2 so far haven't gone
Come
through
on.
7 entire games versus Furia. They may well be tired from that as Karmine Corp come through completely fresh from last night's sleep. But G2, their performance versus Furia is going to go down in the history books as one of the hardest fought wins that we will ever see.
Oh, my
20 or so
Lord.
minutes of overtime racking up between those two, and they take the dub in Game 7 OT.
And after that match, Beast Mode had said they're taking a break, but they want to keep that energy up. They didn't play their best, but they're getting there. But they're going up against K-Corp. Their coach Farah said they cannot play any better than this. This is a K-Corp that have peaked.
So you know what? A peaking Karmine Corp, a peaking G2. What a semi-finals this is here in Dickey's Arena. Starting off with a decent amount of pressure from Karmine Corp over towards the orange side, but a long shot forces Ant to jump off the back wall. Their colours in the arena.
Oh my lord,
each other
bro,
so
this is
well.
going to be
And
one
these
hell of a
two teams fit
game.
together like jigsaw pieces on the pitch just as nicely. They're different play styles. G2 wanting to have much more of a measured approach. Wait to strike, take a couple of shots and go for quality over quantity. Karmine Corp on the other side of things, they want to pepper their opponent's net. Way more shots, way more goals, but it all depends. What's going to win a championship, offense or defense?
And after a dominant season from G2, you got to come into this confident, especially the
A free jump as well. Across the pitch.
Damn.
Atomic back to
I mean, that was a good goal.
First pass
Jesus.
across. That's what you love to see. Immediately, the two teammates on the exact same wavelength.
K-Corp have said you could throw any situation at them, nothing will shake them. Split two, form them into one of the most resilient teams in the world. Farah said this, and it'll be a battle of genius. Farah and Sathu to mold the pieces on this chessboard. It's G2 that strike first. How will K-Corp respond with that resilience?
Matera on that right-hand side trying to harass any G2 player that wants to attack his ball as far as he's concerned. Daniel will reset in the midfield. His resets there have been great. One bump, two bump, a flip
Jesus.
by the next man there. Beast mode, reset. Beast mode, boomer in the first.
The beast is here! The double to put them ahead by 2. G2, I couldn't ask for anything else. They are not tired. They have just woken up. And it's K-Corp with their first match of the day that want to put on the press. They have one of the most deadly offenses and one that is suffocating. But Daniel, he tried to adjust and he sent it over.
3 for G2 in game number 1 is a statement that I'm sure Karmine Corp were not expecting. An immediate dusting of the defense. They will cause Karmine Corp to rethink their strategy. Out of time and out of pressure. So far, G2, they're on top of that leaderboard.
And Atomic returns to Dickey's Arena to claim the trophy he almost got under this banner 2 years ago when G2 look in form. Despite how long of a series they just experienced. But K-Corp, they've been through so much. This will not touch them.
Relatively soft shot central is going to now force Atto into having just a little demo on the back line.
Damn.
Atomic is going to be holding it down. This is where we see Karmine Corp really start to pepper. Instead, G2 can work out of their own half. Daniel up nice and early, the star player from G2 so far. Another reset over a defender. It seems like Daniel can
It's all right, boys.
thin air.
Oh, Beastmo with a 50 win. Atomic wasn't trusting. He wanted
Never
to
said it was going to be easy. Oh, what a shot. Holy shit. Where did that come from?
Chuck that in a black and white montage. That is a stunner of a redirect. Daniel right at the back, can't help but score goals. Couldn't get to it quick enough. Rise will be happy to accept that one. He was the last man able to defend it.
Yeah.
Not a touch. Not the one that he wanted.
He jumped so early off the wall as well. Like, that couldn't have been any, like, more timed perfectly, I
The
guess.
momentum that K-Corp can bring to the table. Daniel just barely. K-Corp with the first goal of the series. And Atto, that MVP for K-Corp, wants to show out.
Oh my god.
To slow this down, Atto sends a shot flying. Beast mode with a full tank. Still trying to
Should have
dribble this,
controlled
can't
it
get under the
instead
ball.
of hitting that like that.
And there's Vatira with the miss. And Atto challenges as the third man. Rise gets back in time in the midfield for K-Corp.
These small touches from G2, typically we're seeing Daniel go for them, but Beast Mode got them in his locker as well. Just getting out the reach of their opponent. Atto near enough over one, but Atomic is going to shut it down, taken away by Daniel. Rise central, Vatira's waiting and lurking, but as is Beast Mode. No chance to get it round, does get the lead on him this time. Batty up high.
Oh, Rise is going for the demo. Oh.
Near enough.
The attempt was there, it was a good attempt, but
more needs to come from Karmine Corp as we enter the last minute.
With the fake
too many
challenges, K-Corp
defenders
are
for
really
it.
testing the waters against G2.
Oh.
And now two. But Atomic on the sidewall looking awkward. Beast Mode has his back. He's on the wing. And G2 are going to need some wings. Oh, the cross bar for Atto. He's got some pads to work with. There's Vatira off the back wall. Rise has time. And Daniel with the early challenge.
A zero boost defense across the board for G2, and yet they stay steady.
No.
Beast Mode now pre-jumping that one with nothing. A single pad on the way.
okay.
And
First game, G2 had their warm-up.
From the G2 side.
KC
30
didn't.
seconds. K-Corp are running out of time and out of options. They can't afford this.
If KC won their first game, it would look really bad for G2 after all the warm-up they've had.
As Rise leads Atto towards the net. Bati with the fake. About the Daniel pops up.
Rise again, sees one central. Atto is there, saved away. G2, their defense that they've been forced back into has held so well so far. Rise misreading that. It's not going to be enough. Game one, going the way of the hometown heroes.
G2, after dominating North America, they've been able to just rely on mechanics, laying back and going for solo plays, but this was a team effort from G2. The back-to-back passes, it was a masterclass. K-Corp
Holy
didn't get
shit.
shut out. Game 2 will be a different story, and it's already an early attack for K-Corp. Low on boost, but really trying to shake up G2's backline as Beast Mode wins 50s to get them to the blue half.
And you know what? When G2 attacks, they literally don't care how much boost they have. If they defend on zero, cool, that's also fine. More than happy just to push, no matter the resources. Boost starving, maybe not quite as effective versus a team that is that comfortable in their own skin. Atomic does carry it past with 60 in the tank, ends with 20. Beast Mode to catch, 50 on his own. And now Atto trying to push downfield. That MVP, but a miss. It's going to be lacking so far for Karmine Corp, not with that same fight that we've seen them have.
2 demos now out of K-Corp to try and reset G2, and still they almost found a moment to get a shot.
Rise missed the
on net.
boost. That made it so much more
Daniel's
difficult.
just gonna leave this over, see if he can give himself some time to get boost. Atomic can't get some corner control. Now Beast Mode up high against Rise. Maybe Daniel behind as a passing option, but it's tough for G2 to slow things down and still have a chance at offense.
It's worth mentioning the quality
just
of
shy of
these teams have gone
20,000,
through.
I think.
Karmine Corp, they have beaten the fastest team in the world in 5 games.
I just put
G2,
1,500
they have
in
struggled their
though,
way
so I
through.
think I'm
They
like
got through
18
the
right now.
Swiss 3-0, but since then, 2 game 7s, win 1, and they've also lost one just a little bit earlier today. A minute and a half up.
Oh,
See, now
Atto,
get that
that's
back. It's gonna be a good
disgusting.
opportunity, but Daniel clears corner bound.
If only someone was there for the shot.
G2 didn't get that early start that they got in game 1. K-Corp able to calm themselves and the play. It's Atomic to Daniel, and almost recollecting as Atomic didn't get boost or bumps he was looking for. Bouncing out to beast mode, catches in the midfield, couldn't follow through.
That was not
Didn't
great.
have enough resources. And Ato's still going for demos.
Yo, what's
They keep
up,
forcing a
Nancy
destructure out of
Owen?
G2.
And there's a couple of demos again just raining through. Rise this time. And we see him.
Oh
the
my
best
God.
of 4 players in the world.
That was close.
That's how they have won those regional events. At the
Yeah, I'm
start
doing
of the
great.
year.
How are you doing,
When he
mate?
then failed, Karmine Corp failed. He needs to be activated. Vatira gets rid of Ron. Rise now, chance to shoot.
Oh
Midfield.
my
Is
God,
anybody
bro.
there? Beast mode.
This is
And
really
carried away.
close, this
Reset
game.
does not find Atomic. Atto managing to
KCF
intercept.
waking up a bit.
Karmine Corp now really asking questions of the G2 defense.
And K-Corp are really good at when they see G2 barreling downfield, they know they could go for these
Oh
low
my
passes,
God.
and K-Corp are becoming more aware
Oh.
of it, but Daniel,
the
like
bump.
a rocket to the back wall, to Beast Mode,
That was deadly.
Any backline defenders, G2 still haven't been able to swing for the fences yet, and now low on boost, G2 are limited on what they can do in this moment. Daniel doesn't even have a corner boost, either as Atomic or Beast Mode, they're running on empty, but so is K-Corp. At this tempo, you gotta do what you can.
I don't like this.
Awkward defense going through for Karmine Corp. Each time it's fallen to them. Vatira does get dunked for the second chance of Beast Mode.
Yeah.
He wanted it, but the
Only
boost is not
just.
there in his tank. A collection by Vatira, instead punts it as far away as he can. What's nothing to do with that ball. Chases down B Mode, who carries it
yes.
one, bumped out the way again. This attack building for G2, a clear from Rise. 100 seconds, still drawn level.
Oh.
That's awkward.
Awkward.
Okay, right, that's that.
Rise
He's chilling.
brings it to safety to the opposite side as Beast Mode 50s keeps forcing K-Corp to make decisions.
Why did Daniel jump for that?
Daniel not with the double.
No,
And
go
Atomic
away.
just went for the finish. Vati saw him coming.
Yeah,
G2
I'm
on the
reading
retreat,
chat.
And they got their own boost. And K-Corp can't build that threat yet.
I mean, I'm trying to. I am focused on watching the game, but...
And with 2 commits getting much more awkward for them. 1, 2.
Oh my God!
Knockdown from Atomic. Chance for G2 to try and push
Oh my
this
God.
Karmine Corp defense even further. 1 central again, cleared by Atto. The first
Jesus
up. So wants
Christ.
to try and find his way in. Bizo with a catch, an edge, a dunk. Forces 2 to commit. Atomic shooting high, burning boost for Atto. Tips over his head into the corner. G2 putting on the press.
And the K-Corp are boost up right now. They can't do anything.
Oh!
It's brilliance from G2. It's astonishing. Atomic.
Sorry. I don't have
Still
Discord.
sneaks through. Pixel perfection. G2
There we go.
take a late lead. Karmine Corp yet to answer at all.
Atomic under the same banner but different teammates. This
Oh.
is one of the best and most accomplished teams that North America has ever seen. And K-Corp,
come on!
oh my God!
Whatever you can do, G2, you know what, fellas? We can do it better. A massive miss, a team bump, an aerial goal nonetheless.
go.
30 seconds.
Still in the game,
Karmine
baby.
Corp draw it
I
level
don't have
versus this
Instagram
G2
either.
team that so far
Apparently my
has
friend.
controlled the tempo. Now on this kickoff, how
All
will
I
they
do
approach it?
is
Does get forced back corner, which is exactly where
well,
Rise is waiting. Up for 1,
this
on
really.
target, beast mode, more than enough boost.
This is the
to
best
keep it
way you
safe.
can
And the
communicate with me.
defenses have been so good, it takes physicality, demos, bumps, whatever. Atomic
20
leads that.
seconds
Beast
left,
with the
Jesus
delayed
Christ.
Challenge to Daniel!
Oh.
And it's on the board.
Oh my God.
Beast mode now needing to defend. He had
Yes,
to
Vatira,
up
Vatira,
high.
son.
No one's there. Beast mode, a pre-jump from the heavens.
What did he? What? How did he do that?
Add a few more seconds. Monty double off the corner and no follow-up.
Oh my
A team up
God.
from G2 and
Oh.
Tempting, and it's overtime.
Beast mode saving the skin of G2 on that one. I thought
Why
he
do you
misjudged,
wanna-
but clearly he knows ball a lot
Why do you
better
wanna
than I
talk
do.
on Discord
A challenge
for?
coming through. Daniel wanted to get the ball away from Atto. Midfield with another team bump. We've seen them from both sides plaguing them. Vatira, a chance for a long shot. Instead, the reset goes a bit further than he might have wanted. Only finds Daniel on the backboard. In front of this game might go to a 0-0 overtime, but somehow both score in regulation.
Wonder if G2 can take
Come
control
on.
of the K-Corp boost. That's what really helped propel them to a lead as K-Corp can take their time. Like you said, they can play back and wait for quality, not quantity. And it was almost there. Vati pushing G2 to the edge.
boy.
Atomic skirts to the side, can't get it up the wall. As Rise grabs the
Nice.
side boost and dances along Daniel. And Vati just can't bully through. Now a transition for G2, but Atomic's demoed. Beast Mode's still just gonna delay them and distract them.
Low boost across the board for KC. Now they get a chance to go for this attack. The only player with boost was Atto very briefly. Again, back down to 0.
Oh my
They're
god.
using a huge amount of boost in these
Oh my
games. One of
god.
the top 3 teams, in fact, in the entire tournament so far. Matera, back left, gets one challenge. Atto, just a nicely to clear into the corner. Atomic there, though, is waiting. That one on target. Come on! Beast Mode, OG! He owns them!
Be careful out there.
Yeah, maybe don't fall in the middle of the stands. One of these teams, though,
Okay.
great segue here, is going to fall. Game number 3, Karmine Corp did take their time out right on time. The G2, one more, and they set themselves up for that date in the Grands.
G2 is with a defense that hits K-Corp with a few demos, and they're working on nothing. Beast Mode with a shot, but Fati was ready.
Jesus,
On the
these
back
demos
row,
right
Lars
now.
tries to collect, and Daniel attacks him, swarms him. K-Corp can't really develop something, at least off the kick. Atomic again!
The atomic bomb released on Karmine Corp's head. The reset from Beast Mode, opposite corner. Thank you very much, G2. Early advantage. And that is one way to shut your opponents up after they've been yapping for a minute.
It's a good cushion. G2 just had the right idea right off the kickoff. Double demo. And who's starving them? K-Corp got the reset they needed. Oh, Rise with a ton of touches. Beast Mode protects the crossbar. And it's a cut from the right side. But K-Corp do not puncture.
Matera now going into the back corner, does get that 100 boost, now up for one, who's going to challenge him? No one just yet, and you know what, we're seeing so much patience from G2. They aren't necessarily attacking everything in the air, which is normally what Karmine Corp in Europe are going to be so used to. You don't get any space when you're playing in Europe, G2. They're giving them a lot more than they would typically have, and Karmine Corp are not taking advantage of that. Matera, low boost, can't get anything past the defense. Now it's time for Atomic to whip it just above the crossbar. Rise. Contact for them is made.
But it's good from Matera to run into that traffic, to not let G2 start to walk into a sprint. Now Atomic running into Atto, Daniel off the ceiling, and a reset!
Daniel sets the world on fire. A lean back reset takes
The
it
hell?
uses it immediately. Little and Karmine Corp reading that kind of flip. 2 goals to the good for G2. The crowd bay for their champions to enter the finals.
Most mechanical team in North America, on display. K-Corp just can't allow that to happen. You can't give a team like G2 time on the ball, and demos come into play.
Double demo in favor of G2 there. Atto gets out some frustration, removes Atomic from the pitch, but with one going towards the side and then falls back towards the blue half. Opposite corner, Matera clearing. They need this ball to stay a little bit closer to them should they have any success. Atto's probably going to wait for one in the middle, takes it round, and Beast Mode can dive in. Up for one, maybe the attempted reset instead of dunk. Not quite enough boost.
Atto's ready, almost off the ceiling. Few more extra touches, and almost got the basket right.
Wait, why? Why is Beast Mode that far up?
Reset
What?
being released. The third for G2. With a
Oh, he was
double
going
on
for
the
a demo,
back
that's
line.
why.
He
Okay.
sees blood, he sees his future, and he takes the bull by the horns. The triple in favor of those from NA halfway through this game.
No one expected this level of Beast Mode.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are witnessing greatness. Previously, it was the age of Zen. This is the millennia of Beast Mode.
I just love hearing the crowd chant. And they love it too! 4-0 for G2 in Game 3. Looking ahead at match point. Beast Mode, he's so confident. He keeps going for these ego challenges. And how can K-Corp get the fakes, to play the mind games, to find any gap? Because the demos aren't really coming out of K-Corp's side. It's more out of G2. And Ryan looks
Great
for
bump.
and Fati almost gets it.
Air draw bombs so far are going to be the play.
No way.
He is released, it goes to the other side. Right. Cannot make contact. G2 walk their way through the Frenchies.
G2 are forcing K-Corp to commit all the time. They have to send the house. They need every option, every and they need that risk. But it turns around. G2 spit in their faces in game 3. 5-0.
So close previously. This time G2 absolutely run away with it. A double chance, not quite taken from G2. This one all but over. With 2 minutes remaining, it's a chance for Karmine Corp to save face.